everybody, and welcome to episode 5 of Hashtag Shout! And my guests this week are dear God, are they irritating as hell. To my right, we have, well, it's the true Funkasaurus. He is the king of the undead geeks. He's none other than Geek. That's with G. Wow, for the first time ever, a guest has received a round of applause.
I'm awesome.
And another returning guest. She was on the last episode, and she's on this episode as well. It is my wonderful fiance.
Cheater.
It's my very wonderful and beautiful, if not somewhat deaf fiance, Lone! And newcomer to the show, who is more irritating than the lot of us put together, except for me, of course. He is the one and only Serpentau04, who joins us all the way from the Netherlands. So thank you for being here.
Yes, it was a long flight.
And of course, our official timekeeper. He's back, ladies and gentlemen, the one, the only, Adam Chewbacca Caulfield.
Oh, thank you. Patronizing git.
And here is yours truly, the guy that somehow tries to keep the show all kept together. It is I, CJ13. Thank you. It's my turn to host the show this week. And next week, Adam returns to the hosting position. Episode 6, he'll be hosting. And I get to actually have a week off from Shout.
Yeah, you
do. Because I'll be doing the market.
Because you're a lazy bastard.
And it'll be after WrestleMania when Eric Van Gisme, who thinks he's Dutch, will be returning after being at Mania. So no doubt we'll hear a bunch of bullshit stories about how he met The Rock and how he's now close personal friends with Ric Flair.
Which he is.
And how he managed to get off with, insert divas names here.
Nah, he wouldn't do that.
Well, anyway.
Wouldn't just stop him getting off of him.
If this is the first time you've ever tuned in to Show,
God have mercy on your soul.
Let me explain how the show in theory works.
In theory.
We have 3 guests, and each person, including the host, gets 20 minutes dedicated to whatever topic they've decided to talk about. In that 20 minutes, we all talk about that topic. So it's not just one guy rambling. No, we all get to take part in the conversation. When the 20 minutes is up, you'll hear this sound.
Thank you, Chewbacca.
And it's time to move on to the next topic. Once we've discussed all 4 topics, we do a brief thing at the end where we round out everything we've learned, and if there's time, we do a few quick-fire questions, that kind of deal. And then, of course, shameless plugging at the end. And, just for it to be different, just to stir the pot a bit, I'm going first again. And I'm going to be talking about the subject of why the hate. So basically, I'm going to be just discussing things, why people hate certain things and why I can't understand it, and maybe we can all pitch in with stuff that we don't understand what people hate. So, Adam, can I get 20 minutes on? Could you please stop dancing the Funkasaurus?
I'm sorry.
And Adam, give me a 3, 2, 1 countdown to start the topic.
3, 2, 1.
No.
Whoa! Oh, you can't. You can't.
Let me out.
You can't steal Adam's countdown.
Sorry.
There. But
I said, you didn't tell me this stuff beforehand.
I'm going to start now, alright? So, Adam, give me a 3-second countdown.
3, 2, 1.
I don't understand why certain things are, really, really hated, right? Now, I get certain things, I understand why everybody hates Twilight. It sucks, it's a shit. But I get why people hate, things like America and France and England. It's understandable. We've all created a reputation for ourselves. In America and England's case, we kind of took over the world at some point in our existences. As for France, well, they were no good at taking any kind of control. So, I can understand that. But there are some things which just leave me going, why the hate? And the first thing I want to talk about, and a lot of people, when I said I'm going to be talking about this on the show, looked at me as if I'd just raped a badger with a spoon. Why do people hate people who use Bluetooth and hands-free with their phones? I don't get this. Oh. You see someone walk around with a Bluetooth device, they're chatting away, people are like, oh, fucking dickhead. Oh, what a knobhead. Wagga! Moron, cunt, whatever word they want to use. It's like,
Douchebag.
He has a device that lets him have his hands free whilst he talks to the phone. Yeah, it makes him look like a right twat.
Yeah, he's a douchebag for being comfortable and driving safely.
Yeah, it's like even, I mean, people tend not to think about, at first people didn't think about that people who drove. They're like, now it's like, Bluetooth device. Cock.
Right.
But of course, for people who walk around and have that on, it's like, well, why don't they just carry the phone? Because they've got a device which they don't have to. Quite frankly, it's like, say, I can just imagine, years down the line, if you have a device that allows you to fly, there'll be some dickheads going, doesn't he just take a car? Why doesn't he walk? The fucking dick.
Isn't that what the eco movement does with planes?
But I don't get it. It's like, I've used hand-free kits before. Not Bluetooth, I had the, in-ear headphones, put my phone, and then people are going, fucking dick, right there. It's like, yeah, my hands are free. I'm going to the shop. Well, I'll be carrying bags.
Damn, look at how convenient that asshole is.
Yeah, god damn you, son of a bitch. Efficiency! Do you know who likes efficiency? The Germans! You Nazi! You're a Nazi! You and your Bluetooth Heil Hitler on your phone, you wanker!
Goblin's Law.
You know, so it's like, Jesus Christ.
No,
It's like,
Nazis, not Jesus Christ.
Well, no, I hate Jesus Christ. Well, it's really hard to... I mean, I would say it's hard to hate fictional things, but I do hate Twilight.
Again with Twilight.
You know, it's good to compare, you know? But what do you guys, do you guys hate the Bluetooth thing, or...
No particular like it.
Yeah, but why? That's what I don't get. It's why? Why? Is it because you don't have one, or is it the fact that, well, I wouldn't have... Because I used to say that about...
I really don't see the problem of carrying your phone in your hand. I know that you're saying it's convenient if you go in the shops, fair enough. But if you go in the shops and you go and carry things, don't talk on the phone.
Yeah, but isn't it just like, well, isn't it like having a gadget on your phone, though? It's like, you get it just because, well, you might as well, you know. But other things I don't understand, and this one, obviously, at this point, Lauren's going to roll her eyes and fall asleep, you know, and tend not to fall over.
I've already done that.
Wrestling, right?
Oh, God.
I'm a fan of wrestling. No, I'm a fan of wrestling.
Here it comes. Brace yourself.
I'm bringing out fucking ponies for this.
Oh.
No, here's the thing, right? I'm a big fan of wrestling. I don't expect other people to be a fan, but then you get people who are like, you like fan wrestling? Dickhead cock! It's like, what? I'm watching wrestling on a Bluetooth. Yeah, you're gay, it's gay, it's fake. It's like, I don't remember, one day, I just want to see, you know, like, Christian Bale, you walk out of a Batman movie, people go, it's fake! You're not really Batman! Good for you! Good for you!
Are you fucking kidding me?
I just, again, like, the idea, if you don't like wrestling, you don't like wrestling. I don't like football, you know? I like playing it when it's like, I'm in defense, because I know what I'm doing. You know, I'm basically hurting people and getting the ball off them. It's essentially just like rugby. But, you know, basically, I'm sort of being given a link by guy.
Tell me, I coined him a link related to the WWE.
Okay, that's pretty cool. But we'll be we were given a link there by Simon. We'll share that in the description so you can see what on earth just happened there.
I was freaking out.
Well, yeah. But here's my gig. Like, if you don't want to watch wrestling, don't watch wrestling. But the hate, that's what I don't get. Is it because they call themselves sports entertainment? Because that's changed. You know, is it the fact they're like, oh well, we're athletic? Because they are. You know, I don't get it. It makes no sense to me. What are you expecting? Are you expecting credits at the beginning? You know, directed by Vince McMahon.
Yeah.
I don't get it.
By Michael Hayes.
Exactly. Other things I don't get, you know, there's a lot of things that I could say. I don't get why people hate this thing. There are some things I do understand. People who hate Doctor Who, I tend to know why, and that's because of fans of Doctor Who.
The fan base must be horrible. I have to agree with that.
Yeah, I like Doctor Who. I was a fan when I was a kid, like in the early days before the Americans knew what Doctor Who was.
You're such a hipster.
For Doctor Who, yes.
I liked Doctor Who before it was cool.
No. I pretty much. I liked Doctor Who as a kid.
When did Doctor Who become cool?
Oh, go to Otakon. Go to Otakon. You'll see.
The problem is, you get a lot of fans who are very insistent that it's the greatest thing of all
I
time.
had a friend like that at school.
Yeah.
And he wasn't just a Doctor Who fan, he was a Trekkie fan as well. So he was
Yeah.
in two fucking dweebs. And he decided
Two dweebs in one.
Yeah, oh
You
yeah.
see, I've never been a Trekkie. I liked a lot of episodes of Star Trek. There were just some I was just like, what the fuck is this? But like, you know, I'm a big fan of Next Generation. I mean, you got Patrick Stewart, who's a great actor. Brent Spiner, who's a great actor. A lot of the other people on there, not so much. But you had some, you know, there was some characters there that made you tune in and watch. You had like Deep Space Nine, which was again, that was like, okay, we're going to take the bullet here, and not so much rock it, as in drown it. And then you had Star Trek Voyager, although it did used to be known as Lost in Space. But no, I mean, a lot of Doctor Who fans are they're basically the ones that go to the conventions, and are the cool ones that are doing the time warp with all the other guys dressed as Doctor Who. It's the guys who are like they're guys who are fighting all the guys dressed up in Final Fantasy attires and saying, Doctor Who's the best, man. You Clive Stripe can suck Doctor Who's nuts.
What?
You know, there's a lot of extreme fan out there, you know. But are there any things that you guys are like, you know, why do people hate this so much? Like, I know Twilight fans think like that, but they're a different
Species.
They're a different. The Republican Party think like that, and there's you know. So anything you guys can think of like that, you know, where people seem to hate, and you're just like, why do you hate this?
Well, at some point, the 10th Doctor had to regenerate, and then I started hating it as well. So, you know, I can understand that some...
Yeah, Adam, you've got something?
Learning?
Learning.
Just a suggestion.
No, but like anything, like, you're like, okay, I can get why you don't like it, but why do you hate something so much? I mean, I'm avoiding the obvious ones, like black people and gays, you know. I'm avoiding the obvious, because it's like, why do you hate gay people? First of all, what's the issue? I don't get this. They fuck other men, and some women fuck other women. What's your problem? God says it's bad? Yeah, but God says a lot of things are bad when they're good, and a lot of good things are good, but they're actually bad.
Yeah. Like,
it's all the blacks' fault. Ugh.
Yes, they were born with more pigment in their skin. That makes them obviously evil.
They can do jazz and dance on the floor. We've got waltzes. We have no chance. We can play a harpsichord.
Yeah.
But, you know, I don't know what white guy I'm pretending to be. You know, it's probably me in a past life. But
in my time,
it's like. The one that I've been hit with, and I have to bring it up. The one that I've been hit with is the whole ponies.
Fuck yeah, ponies.
That's what I wanted to ask. I mean, there's you posed about a lot of questions. Why do people hate Doctor Who? Why do people hate this? But I can ask you the same question. Why do you hate Twilight, and why do you hate ponies?
Because
right. I'm gonna answer all these questions. Right. Twilight, badly written. The main character who you're supposed to be rooting for is the most cold-hearted, evil, patronizing, selfish, cantankerous little fucking madam of a bitch that has ever existed, and is far worse a fucking role model for children as Disney princesses.
Mm-hmm.
You know, she's a whore, she's a manipulator, she's a coward, and she just deserves to fucking die.
Agreed.
Right. That's just one character.
But no. But if you're going to describe the other characters, I get what you're coming from. Like, I don't like it either. But
it's also, and by the way, Stephanie Meyer can't write, and I don't mean that in a way of her stuff sucks. I mean, she doesn't understand the rules of literature. She can't understand how to construct proper sentences. She doesn't know how to use commas, semicolons, punctuation of any kind.
She read.
What?
Yes. In fact, when I read page 1 of Twilight, true story, when I read page 1 of Twilight, I literally threw up in rage.
What?
Literally threw up in rage.
What? That's fucking
I
epic.
literally threw up in rage. Do I have to copy and paste that over and over again?
Yep. No.
Okay.
But no. I was kidding. But really.
Then you asked about the ponies, right?
Go ahead.
Yes.
Here's my problem with ponies.
Mm-hmm.
For what people say of it, and it's a similar issue with the Twilight. For what people say of it, it is nothing close to being worthy of the praise it gets. The animation is okay at best. The stuff that goes on from what I've watched is just unfunny, been done in different ways before, and quite frankly, it's just it seems to be more like it's kind of like trying to take the piss out of itself unsuccessfly.
All I have to
I'm just
can I say one thing? Hopefully it's loud
Of
enough.
course you can. Of course, but I was just
Yes! Yes! Oh, nice.
It's the British versus the American-Netherlands connection here.
That ain't cool, man. That ain't cool.
Apparently, but no, it's just. I mean, again, my hatred for it doesn't come from the fact that I think it's shit, which I believe it is. And I'm being nice enough to put the phrase "I believe" rather than just "it is."
Oh, nice.
You know, because each to their own, as they say. It's the fact that people instantly go, "You don't like the ponies," and then they proceed to try and make me give it a blowjob. They shove it, you know, they try to shove them. Yeah, they try to shove it down my throat as if to say, "You will like it, you will like it," and it's like, no, I won't. You know, I think, in a large respect, the only thing separating pony fans and Twilight fans is, you know, Twilight fans not only want everyone to love it, but want everyone to convert to this religious idea of you can actually fuck this vampire. He doesn't exist. He's not real. Whereas pony fans are the opposite of hipsters. Hipsters are going, I was liking it before it was cool. They're the opposite. They want everyone else to join in. They're like, no, it's cool. You should join in now. They don't listen to the hipsters. They don't know what they're talking about.
Join us the dark side of the force.
Yes, yeah. Pony lovers or bronies, whatever you want to call them, are the Sith. They're the uncool.
I like the Sith.
No, they are uncool Sith.
Welcome to the herd.
But ultimately, I mean, there are other things in life that I do hate, right? There are things I hate, but nothing that I can think of which is unreasonable. I can certainly come with a reason, except for one or two things. Like pigeons. I hate pigeons.
Greatest joke.
I've never had an issue, but the only reason I hate them is because they do nothing.
Yes, I do.
Okay, Adam, you can speak if you like.
Yeah, no, I'll swear on this, so it's not right.
Right. I just want to point out, this is Adam's commentary on the whole thing. At the end of the day, opinion is subjective, and as long as no one is harmed, you can like what you like, and you have no right to tell others they should like it and try to force them to. Put simply, fans need to stick to themselves and piss right off. Thank you, Adam.
Okay.
But I think ultimately my issue comes from this idea of, like, people can have an unbridled hatred for things which just don't seem to have any need for it.
I'm just a hateful person.
Oh yeah, I mean, I think at least three of us hate people.
Yes.
Yeah.
I like the concept of people. I just don't like people.
Yeah. Okay, all four of us just don't like people. You know? I mean, the big ones obviously are, you know, homosexuals, people of different ethnic backgrounds, you know. Religion is completely out there, because I know why, because look at your religion, you'll soon find out why. There is a reason for this, for certain hatred, but yeah, the big ones that get me are things like, you know, why do you hate people who have, you know, Bluetooth? Why? Because it's so silly and stupid. It's like, another example, right? One of the things which people have said to me that they hate about me is that I'm a guy that's very good at writing, I know the English language well, and yet I will use certain American terminology like stupid and ass. And like, but you're British. I'm like, yeah.
What are you supposed to use? Idiotic.
It's stupid. And it's, you know, it's arse.
Arse.
It's like, if you were really British, you'd say backside.
Bottom.
Ponage. You know,
Bollocks.
they just... Bollocks, yeah.
Buttocks.
Buttocks. Buttocks.
Whatever.
That's all bollocks, but if it's good, it's the dog's bollocks. Even we don't know why.
What?
So,
And there's
Because in England, if something is bad, it's bollocks. But if it's good, it's the dog's bollocks.
yeah, because only the dog can lick its own bollocks.
Who doesn't want to lick their bollocks? Shrugs. But how much have we got left?
You have 4 minutes and 15 seconds.
We've got so much time. Awesome. But I mean, at the same time, I could go and ask, why the love? You know, like, why is there such love? It's like, but then the first thing I'd have to pull out is Twilight, and then that's a different rant in itself, you know? And we've already had a Twilight rant, so...
I can't comment on, like, ponies, because I didn't watch it and didn't know anything about it.
Yeah.
I can't comment on Twilight, because I've never read it or watched it. The only thing that annoys me is that when it comes to, like, the movie awards, and it's voted for by fans, you know, the fans will vote for Twilight because it's more their demographic to vote.
Yeah.
So, for instance, the last time I watched the MTV Movie Awards, I turned it off because fucking Inception lost to Twilight. And that was me. That was me, like, an original film that's smart and intelligent lost to a bunch of fucking vampires that sparkle.
Yeah, I mean, think about this. Buffy the Vampire Slayer, starring Sarah Michelle Gellar, had less of a budget and created far more entertaining shows than any of the Twilight movies. Yet people want sparkly vampires. Like, oh, we're not just evil vampires. We're color coordinated.
Yeah,
we dyed sparkle. Just sparkle my ass, you fuckwit. It's ridiculous, like, you know. But there are certain things I don't understand. Hatred. Dislikement, maybe. It's like, dislikement towards certain things. Hatred. I was like, but why Bluetooth? Why do you hate people with Bluetooth and headsets? You know, wrestling. Why do you hate people who like wrestling? It's not. I mean, the ones that are like, you should like wrestling, man. It's real. Yeah, kick them in the nuts. Fair enough. You know, if someone comes to you and is like, wrestling's cool, leave it alone. Kick them in the nuts. You know, he likes wrestling. He's into that sort of thing. You know, getting the shit kicked out of him or kick the shit out of him.
If he used to, he's got other people like that.
Yeah. My point is, why do we focus so much hatred onto these things? Like for example, somebody wins the lottery, right?
Yeah.
There you go. Instant reaction. No one's actually done it. No one specific I've mentioned has won the lottery. But as soon as I said someone wins the lottery, your reaction.
That case is because you haven't done it.
Douchebag.
Yeah, but it's like instantly we think that they're the worst piece of shit in the world.
Well,
like,
yeah, because they're taking money away from me.
Yeah. It's like,
and I need money.
Yeah, but it's like, oh, he's probably a fucking terrorist.
I deserve that money more than you do.
I do. I've done nothing for it, but I deserve it a lot more.
Yeah. Son of a bitch.
It's like everyone buys lottery tickets, and then people start about earning the keep. It's like, it's won by chance. The game is literally called the lottery.
Lotto.
It's still under the lottery organisation. It's a lottery. Anyone can win. The only effort you require is to buy a ticket. A newsflash, by the way, if you buy multiple lottery tickets, you have the exact same odds of winning if you bought one. 1 in 14 billion. Always. It does not change regardless of how many. Unless you buy every single combination. But by the way, by that point, you're not getting anything back unless it's one hell of a fucking rollover. So the point is...
I should play the lottery. It's 500 million.
There's nothing wrong with playing the lottery, but don't hate the motherfucker just because he won. He had the same chance as everyone else, but it's not even like the
But it was my lotto win.
Well, I could tell you it's mine. I need money just...
Well, that's fine.
Yeah.
Can I offer a comparable situation?
I'm not going to go, damn, he's a fucking terrorist.
Bitch.
Say it was yours all you want. Still make you a tit if you want it, and I didn't.
Yeah, can I offer a comparable situation?
Yes, please do.
During Christmas, Steam, which is where you can buy PC games, had a sort of a lottery system. You can get achievements in games, and for that you get either a free games, discount cards, or coal. You know, coal in your stocking. But the coal at the end of the deal functioned as lottery tickets, right? I wasn't done yet, Chewbacca. Shut up.
Finish the point, mate.
Thank you. At the end of the thing, it would function as lottery tickets, with which you can win all sorts of stuff. But I, like you said, know that I have a chance of 1 in 14 billion of actually winning this. So I sold my my coal lumps to a friend of mine for €2.5 each, or a free game worth that. And as chance would have it, one of those coal lumps which I gave him actually won him a free game pack worth €400. Now that's when you can say he stole my money. But even then, I was happy for him.
Yeah.
Go get them.
So what you're saying is you are a terrorist sympathizer.
Yes.
So my basic point of the day, why the hate? You know, if you're going to hate something, make it worthwhile. Don't hate stupid things. Hate things like your government.
Yes.
Yeah, put that on the internet.
Oh yeah, because that has been put out on the internet already.
Yeah, but we might get branded as terrorists. Well, not us. We live in semi-free countries, but Loans might actually get sued or arrested by the FBI for saying she hates her government.
Yes.
America.
The country of the free.
Totally.
And what really sucks is I've had a background check done by the FBI.
I know.
It's time to move on, ladies and gentlemen.
Awkward.
We're moving on. We're moving on to Serpent Tower 4.
But I just got second part of my dinner.
Oh.
Fine, jeez. I'm such a sad person. No. In all honesty.
I'm sorry that the show conflicts with your dietary obligations.
I'm hungry.
Yeah, because I'm not fat enough yet.
Right, so what's your topic about before we start the timer?
My topic is about how console gaming is destroying PC gaming slowly but surely.
I'm looking forward to this one. Can we get a 3-second countdown, Chewie?
I just think I wanted.
No. 3-second countdown.
3, 2, 1, go.
Alright, so I study IT in school, right? So I am surrounded by geeks pretty much all day. And we all are very stubborn, so we all have our own points, which we like to discuss. And at some point, there will always be someone saying, Xbox, no PlayStation. And a short while ago, people were making presentations, and one was about PC gaming versus console gaming, totally disregarding the PlayStation versus Xbox hate. And then all hell broke loose, because PC gamers think they're superior and will always hate console gamers, and the other way around say just that PC gamers have to go with their time. Now, what I figure is that like a year or 10 ago, maybe something more, PC gaming was at its finest point. You had great multiplayer games like Unreal Tournament and Quake.
Oh, yeah.
And if you compare it to what you get shipped out these days, you have Call of Duty, Modern Warfare 2, with actual coding which says Xbox Live.
Yeah.
And that's my PC game. And
Yeah.
I can, if I go on the net, I could probably find 10 or 20 more examples of that, because what's happening is that game companies are less about making games and more about making money, and in their laziness and not wanting to pay paychecks, they say like, just copy paste the Xbox game to the PC. And then we pay like, I don't know what it costs over there, but some $900,000 or $1,000 for a brand new gaming PC with the highest hardware, and we get Xbox graphics. I don't like that.
I mean, there's been those cases when, you know, you buy a game which has just been made for like, the Xbox, but they've like transferred it to the PC, and there are still some instances with coding where it's like, you know, quick time event or something, you've got to press a certain key, and the instructions are still saying, I'll press like X and Y and all that. It's like still the fucking Xbox controls.
The worst thing, excuse me for interrupting you, but the worst situation...
No, I'm interrupting you.
Not really. You're actually helping me think of stuff. The worst situation I've seen in that was in Assassin's Creed 2 on the PC. It was ported, but pretty badly. Whereas in the top right corner you have controls displayed all the time, because they're situation related. And on the PlayStation and Xbox it would say press A or X to climb and circle to drop. On the PC, instead of putting the button you have to press, like space or shift, they put an icon of a foot. Or an icon of a hand. But you have 3 hand icons. You have a sword icon, a block icon, and an unarmed icon. And they all looked exactly the same because they were like so small. And
yeah,
it was just pure laziness. In the later games you had the buttons just displayed there. But a little icon. I didn't even know which button to press half the time. And then you get quick time events where you have to bash the spacebar. Now if anyone knows anything about computers, it's that you don't bash the keyboard.
Yeah.
It breaks your keyboard.
Yeah, you're absolutely right, dude. I mean, it's this ridiculous notion that, because obviously Microsoft keep focusing on Xbox games, you've got, you know, something like also about the PlayStation games. I mean, when I was growing up, we had games like Final Fantasy games, like Final Fantasy VII, you had Dungeon Keeper, Commandos Behind Enemy Lines, you know, had all these great games, right?
I'm having so much respect for you right now.
Yeah, and you know, there, as Lord knows, you know, I had a big complaint across like the last 6 months, where I was saying I really want to get some good PC games. I've got a PC which can really do well, you know, 6 GB RAM and you know top of the line video cards and all that. Yeah, let's fucking test it out. And then I go looking for PC games, and it's like, what shit have I got? I mean, if I look at some of the games I got through Steam, I got all the games I bought Steam. I got Commandos Behind Enemy Lines. I rebought that. I've got the Warhammer trilogy, which is Dawn of War, Winter Assault, and Dark Crusade. Some really shitty game called Forsaken World.
Oh, I feel for you, man. Sorry you played that.
League of Legends.
Oh, epic.
Which is also known as the Watch Steven Lose His Fucking Temper game.
Yep.
Nice.
Hospital Tycoon, which I completed in 2 nights, and that's only because I needed to sleep halfway through. Star Wars Knights of the Old Republic, which I have major issues with, but not with the game itself. Basically, it's with Steam and the fact that it hardly fucking works on my computer. And if it does work, I have to sit and playing it until I get so bored I have to give it up, because the next time I try to play it, it probably won't work. Warcraft 3, that's I think it's it's the first one, and also the expansion Frozen Throne. I also have the Oblivion with the expansion packs, which I love. I love Oblivion. And Skyrim, which is shit.
What? No.
Boring as fuck.
Well,
takes too long to accomplish anything.
Well,
and it was just, waste time. Thankfully, I got it for free, so, yeah.
and after 30 hours or so, it gets really boring.
I even said to Lone, I said, you know what? I'll tell you a game I'd like to check out again. Final Fantasy IX. You know, when I was a kid, I hated it. But, you know, now that I'm older, I can appreciate what I was trying to do. I'll give it another dash. I'll find a PC game. And I found a copy for it for the PC. 30 fucking quid. Considering how old that fucking game is.
Yeah, 1999.
If I wanted to get it on the PlayStation or something, cheap as chips. Want to get it for the PC? 30 quid. That's not even including fucking delivery. I was like, fuck that, motherfucker. But no, as you said, the games we've got now, just like, Call of Duty, Modern Warfare, and, you know, if we're nice, we'll give you a new, Alpha Centauri, or Civilization. We got Civilization 5 recently, which I still haven't played, and I really want to play it. Star Wars, yeah, we've got the new Star Wars, which is like, okay, well, great work, you know, I can't wait to play that.
I was like, I saw the trailer for the Old Republic, and I got so extremely excited because I really love most of BioWare's games. And then I heard it was an MMO, and I was like, at that.
Well, I want to throw something at you. You want to talk about that kind of shit? Big letdowns of PCs. Final Fantasy 11.
I have an agreement with everyone who knows me that we do not speak of that piece of blasphemy. It was. I don't know if it's possible, but that game was even worse than Final Fantasy 14.
Possibly, but mind you, I'm the guy that has an incredible amount of hatred for Final Fantasy 8. So, meh. But I mean, one of my favorite games growing up was Dungeon Keeper.
Dungeon Keeper.
I love that game. I can't get it to work on my PC now. Nothing I do will make it work. I mean, I've tried various different ways, and when I had Vista, I could get it to work. Took a while, but I got there. Windows 7, not a fucking chance. And now they want to bring out Windows fucking 8!
Which really, really sucks. I'm an IT expert, so I can tell you, it sucks.
No fucking start menu. No, we want start menu. We like a start menu. It is... Our start menu is like the clitoris of the computer.
Yeah.
It's what starts everything.
Well, yeah, the clitoris may be a bit excessive, but it
No,
really is
it's not.
the core of Windows. It's the little start button with the colored, mind you, Windows flag. It really is the essence of everything you do on your computer. And they remove it. They've had it there for 15 years, and they remove it. And to make it even to make it worse, they removed the color from the Windows logo. It's so ugly.
Yes. But it's because they want to create a system that will work on all forms, on the Xbox, on the fucking tablet.
Windows Phone.
No one wants that. Did anyone ask for it? Maybe a bunch of people who like, you know, it'd be a great idea. What? If we could use this on all platforms. Yeah. Oh, dude, that'd be so cool.
Righteous.
But pass the bong with the Doritos. You know, fuck, I'll just do them both at the same time. Come on. You know, these motherfuckers, I mean, as a PC, I'm a PC gamer, you know, and yeah, I play the Xbox for like the wrestling games, because God forbid, I'm not playing a wrestling game on the PC.
Agreed.
Oh, just, you know, there are certain games I'm alright with, you know, like wrestling games. I do prefer certain games on the Xbox. I don't like the PS3 at all.
PS3 guys, so.
I like the fact that sometimes, for wrestling games, the hard drive is easier to access. Then, like, if you want a piece of music, just go to your hard drive and select it. With the Xbox, you have to take a piece of music, save it as a separate playlist. So what the fuck, man? But wrestling games seem to me to be designed for the Xbox rather than the PS3. But you know, that seems to be, you know, but you know, you made the point at the beginning, sir. At the very beginning, you said the war started between Xboxes and PSs. You know, it was like Xbox, PlayStation, and not, you know, and only a very quiet voice was going PC. And that's only because we wouldn't be associated with those in the first place.
I've never really had any mates that were PC gamers.
Yeah.
We were always console because that's just, you know, it was easier for everyone.
Yeah.
Especially with our age when we were growing up, you know, PC wasn't accessible to everyone. So
Very true.
So we'd have a console in the house, and then everyone would go, "Ooh, he's got a new console, he's got a new game." That was the thing. That was the thing for us. You know, the console was more accessible than the PC was.
Yeah, I think it depends. I mean, for us, the PC was the accessible one, and obviously back then the games you had weren't like fictitious, you know.
But I always liked the idea of playing like first-person shooters on the console rather than the PC, because I like the controller in my hands.
I suppose
I can't stand the controller or using a keyboard to play a game.
Yeah. See, for me, a first-person shooter like Return to Castle Wolfenstein. I played that on the PC. You know?
Although I have to say I prefer Doom on the PC than I do the PlayStation.
Doom. Sorry, go on. Excuse me.
Yeah, Doom cow. Doom.
That's how I first played Doom, was on the PC, and that was how I got used to it.
Yeah.
So on the PlayStation, I was fucked.
Well, games like Quake, as you said at the beginning. So, but the question is it really just money? I mean, is it?
Yes.
Why is it that these companies aren't looking at the PC market and saying, well, like, say Microsoft, because Microsoft, you know, Windows and shit like that, because they did this, I don't know if they still do it, but you know that how they used to have the whole made for Windows?
Yeah.
They have, like, I've got a game, Civilization 4, it says right up the box, made for Windows.
Yeah.
It's like, surely they should be going, you know what, there is a large PC gamer market out there. Let's fucking, you know, even if their mind is just like, let's get as much money out of them as possible, how do we make money? Well, PC gamers, they're not like Xboxes.
No.
Really, why? The Xboxes will pretty much take whatever you throw at them. PC gamers will rip you to fucking shreds. So should they not just, well, I know it's a stupid question because you're probably going to agree with it. Do you not think they really should be like putting a lot more money into this PC gaming?
Yes, because we put a lot of more money into it. You know what? You brought up a point like Microsoft's just trying to make money, and that's true. Because people like Geek, who prefer to hold a controller, have the option of plugging the Xbox controller into the PC. A lot of Windows games offer the option in the settings menu to just use the Xbox 360 controller. But the thing with that is, if you hook up any regular 360 controller to your PC, it won't work. You have to buy a separate controller that's also made for your PC.
Yep. So it's like,
it's horrible.
I always feel the thing with the consoles, though, it's more accessible for when you've got a bunch of kids around.
Yes.
I mean, or you can sit there on your couch and, you know, you don't have to be at a table. You know, you can sit on a couch and you can just have your mates around. It's a lot easier just to pass a controller around than it is to set up a PC game.
Yeah, I mean, when you've got the one TV, the one console, it's a lot easier to have people there. I mean, the question is it when we talk about how the console gaming is killing the PC gaming thing? Whose fault is it? Is it natural progression, or is this a case of deliberate cause and effect? Like, have companies deliberately tried to take PC gaming out of the market and focus on these console games.
Yeah,
You look at, we even look at Sony. Sony went after Sega first. Sony went after Sega because that was their main competition, the Mega Drive and all that. And then the Xbox came along. And if you think about it, Xbox didn't have to come along. Microsoft could have focused on the PC.
Yeah.
So it's their own fault for the dwindling of the companies, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah, but to say it's their own fault is not entirely true, because Microsoft is making shitloads of money off the Xbox. Not nearly as much as Nintendo is making off the Wii, but still. I mean, every self-respecting gamer. Sorry, every self-respecting gamer will say that they hate. No, wait, that's not true. Scrap that. Most gamers will say they hate the Wii because it's a weak console that can't do anything, and yet the Wii sells 10 to 12 more times than any Xbox or PS release.
But that had a lot to do with marketing as well.
Yeah.
They marketed that towards families.
Yeah.
Whereas you market your PlayStation and your Xbox as more of a direct thing to gamers.
Yeah. You see, I used to play on the Wii with like my little bro, my mum and all that. And we used to do the bowling on it. And which I got to the point where I was winning a perfect game every time, and that suddenly dawned on me that I could go to the Metro Centre and actually go play bowling for real. So that's what I did.
Well, our friend, as we mentioned before, Eric.
Yes.
Eric, yeah. He has his main console he picked up first was the Wii. Yeah. Because he's a Nintendo guy. Yeah. So his loyalty went over with that. That's a lot of things I mean as well. They got exclusivity on there that the PlayStation and the Xbox are missing. Because they've got the Mario. Oh, yes. They've got Mario straight away, a recognizable brand straight away. Whereas, the PlayStation never really had a recognizable brand.
Yes. PlayStation 3's, what's that called? Brandship or something? Killzone. Fucking sucks.
Killzone, yeah.
Fucking sucks.
Well, there are games that I'm looking forward to try to play. Like, games that have been out for, like, fucking ages now that I'm looking to play again. I mean, obviously, Dungeon Keeper, I will get it to work fucking somehow. But games like, Left 4 Dead, I haven't played yet. I briefly played it on the Xbox, but the problem is, if I played, that implies that I got, like, some level of distance on the first level. Basically what happened is, I started playing it, and then a zombie decided that my balls looked really delicious. So it fucking ate me, destroyed me completely, and I was just like, you know what, fuck this game. Fuck this game hard. I'd been learning the controls for the tutorial mode, basically when you're going around and you can click these speech things, that's what people are saying. Oh god, I hate that game. But I reckon that if I got to play it on the PC, because I'm a PC gamer, and I know the keyboard and the mouse well, in the type of nature, I'll be able to do that with a fucking no problem. I just think for me personally, PC gaming is easier for me because I'm more in tuned. I mean, I use a computer every day. I'm typing at the keyboard. They're second nature to me at this point.
It's first nature to me. Typing is easier than walking.
I know. I've always been a fan. I just think with PCs, you've got such phenomenal potential. Yeah. With all these, video cards and basically graphics cards are improving every day. The state of motherboards are improving every day. All these different aspects of technology are improving every day. And right now, the PC market is such a market. With the state of computers are right now, you can make games that will work really well. I mean, there are a lot of games that they've got that work, that a lot of people play on the PC, like Darkness 2. A lot of people play on the PC, and I think that's probably works out better for them. I've never been good at games, like first-person shooters and games like that, which require to use a console. It's pretty much an unfair example, but Resident Evil 5. Resident Evil 5 on the fucking Xbox, man. That was fucking sick. That was like, how dare you people do this to me? First of all, any game which requires you to stand still and shoot, fuck you. To quote Left 4 Dead, run or shoot, both. Do you go, you play a character who's had military training. Don't they teach you in the military how to run and shoot at the same time?
No, actually they don't. Well, they do. In emergencies, they can tell you how to somewhat properly fire your gun, but you can't run and fire a gun accurately.
I'm going to turn to the actual one that's been trained. Shoot and run, possible? Yes. Military?
Depends on the situation.
Right, so basically what you're telling me is that a highly trained military personnel will always stop to shoot when he's completely surrounded, or almost completely surrounded by zombies.
Yes.
No,
I just stand here and shoot, shall I? Oh wait, a big thing just jumped on my neck. I wonder how it managed.
At the very least, if I was surrounded by zombies, I'd stand and accurately headshot a few of them to make a hole for me to run through.
Yeah,
get
but
some distance, then stand still and accurately shoot back.
Yeah, but I'm talking about being almost completely surrounded, not actually fully surrounded.
Make a hole, run through it, and then stand still and shoot. It's how I actually play my PC games.
Before you make the hole, you'll die.
So before you make the hole, if you have to bury yourself a hole, that's what I'm saying. Go down that road again. But basically,
I want to make a hole.
let me ask you this, right? Random question, if you could see a new game come out for the PC by the end of 2012, right? What game would you like to see? If it's not like a series that already exists, then what kind of a game would you like to see? What game would interest you?
A proper Unreal tournament. I play Unreal tournament competitively. I've actually participated in tournaments, so I'm really addicted to that. But frankly, recently Mass Effect 3 was released, and I'm really in love with that game. Even the PC version works really, really well. I think that game is really made for PC. But then again, BioWare. So, BioWare is that.
All right, so your final points as we're about to close out?
My final points. I think game companies should focus less on making money and more on making games for the entire crowd, especially the ones that invest hundreds of euros or dollars or quids or pounds or liras in graphics cards to make good games for everyone. And if you make good games, the money will come out. Thank you. Okay.
Right. Thank you very much, Serpentine O'Fall.
You're welcome.
Now, if she's bright-eyed, wide awake, and not in any form of injury, we are going to now move on to Lone. And Lone, I don't think there's any point in really trying to give your subject a title. So we're just going to give you a 3-second countdown and let you just get right into it. So, Chewy, 3-second countdown and an extra Chewy sound. 3, 2, 1.
Alright. I'm gonna tell you all now. I just woke up. I'm not joking. No offense, PC gaming kind of bores me.
Sorry.
Anyway. Oh, it's not you. It's just it bores me. Anyway. My thing today is how the media likes to jump on the bullshit of if some kind of major, killing spree happens and the shooter's a teenager or whatever, they immediately jump to, oh, this made them do it, or this made them do it, or this made them do it. Recent example, a lot of people may know of Mr. Anime on YouTube. If you don't, you can check out his videos, or what videos are last up, a.k.a. Trey Sesky, I believe is his name. Essentially, he went in a shooting spree in his house and shot his mother, father, and brother in cold blood. Reason being, he was planning something very similar to Columbine. Now, guy lives in Texas, alright? So, he's already confessed to the crime. Essentially, he's screwed, alright? He's more likely going to be executed for it. But as soon as the story broke out, people started blaming anime.
Oh dear.
Oh yeah. Look it up online. There are a bunch of clips on YouTube for it. His channel's called, I believe, Lens Cat Productions. But in his videos, he had weaponry like in his high school video review and stuff like that. Now the problem that I have is that when he confessed as to why he did do what he did, I'm not supporting that, dear God, no. He never stated that anime was the reason he did it. The media jumped on that reason. And that pisses me off. It's like every single time something like this happens, it's oh, video games made you do it, anime made you do it, this made you do it, that made you do it. No, don't fucking try to blame it on some bullshit like that. I'm sorry, if I'm rational enough to separate myself from the anime world and reality, but, you know, normal people do that. But when you're trying to blame it on something else, you're just using that as a scapegoat, and you're making the rest of the majority of that group, whether it be video games, anime, whatever, you're making that group bad. When, in fact, a lot of that group is normal people. And what I find really funny is I believe there was one shooting in a high school where they legitimately blamed it on video games, and it's like, yeah, but at the same time, didn't y'all release something that stated that people that play video games actually had better, what is it?
That's going very well.
What is it? They have, like, better eye-hand coordination than people that didn't play video games. And doctors that play video games, they were actually, trying to think of the word. Where they were able to go in and not screw up during their surgery because their hands were so steady. You know, whenever they're using a little screen with the little thingamabobbers and stuff like that. But you can't just scapegoat something because you're afraid to give the kid responsibility, you know, or the person responsibility for the actions that they took. I hate to break it to you, but I watch anime. I do play some video games whenever I get the chance, you know. And you don't see me going into a school or going into my house and cutting everybody up, because I'll tell you right now, I got a 6-inch motherfucking sword sitting right next to me. Alright? You don't see me running around my house trying to cut off people's arms and limbs and shit and trying to kill them.
Yeah, but you know why this whole blaming culture happens?
Why?
It's because, well, simple.
Because there's
right, you know, people are thick as shit, right? A person can be smart. One or two people may have brains, but a society of people, thick as shit. And it's the same mentality that people have when playing the lottery, taking diet pills, you know, jumping on a diet plan, which makes no sense. Everyone's looking for the quickest solution. Everyone's looking for the quickest thing. So what's the quickest thing to solve a problem? Find out the cause, eliminate it. So somebody says, oh, well, anime is causing people to do this. But we'll get rid of anime, and it'll not happen. That's genius. Video games are causing it. Get rid of all the video games, it'll not happen. What about in the fucking, like, tribes, where people are killing the fuck out of each other? You know, what about in, you know, Amish places where people still fucking kill each other? What about people who are out at sea that still fucking kill each other? You know, people kill each other. It's what fucking happens. You know what it's called? Humanity.
Yeah.
Exactly. And just that fact that they're just trying to scapegoat pisses me off. He hasn't stated that anime is what caused him to go and, you know, shoot his family up. In fact, in a few of his videos, you can see his brother. Alright? Sad to say, but yes. And I do give my condolences to the Sessler family in I think it was Wallen, Texas, where this is happening at. I do give my condolences. But they can't base what, you know, people do on games like anime. Yeah, it may have a little bit of influence, but as much as that is bullshit. Because in Japan, the birthplace of anime that every single weeble wants to go to and become a mangaka, like I said, that's in my last rant. You can go watch it. But
isn't part of the issue? I mean, part of the issue I have is this idea of, oh, it's anime's fault. You know, if I ask most people, and I'm not talking about most people I know, because, you know, they're educated. If I went out there and spoke to a bunch of people and said, what do you know about anime? I bet the majority of people would just say, big-titted women. Honestly, that would probably be the response I get from the average. Like,
Japanese.
Yeah, Japanese, big tits.
Big eyes.
Yeah. that's pretty much what I'll hear. All the bring out Dragon Ball Z. But I don't get anyone saying, associating it with death, murder. If you ask about hentai, different story. But,
but where anime is shown in prime time spots and pretty much is, where anime is essentially America's version of Saturday morning cartoons, except it's, at night cartoons, they have some of the lowest crime rates in the world. But you don't see them going around every single day and, having little kids shoot up their parents and shit. Yeah, you may have the instances like where the one girl actually killed her, I believe it was stepfather, father, with an axe a few days before the opening to this anime called School Days premiered, the final episode, where the nice boatman came from. I mean, what the fuck ever. Everyone knows I can't say it, right? Hold on 1 second. That's my dog.
Yes, we know. But no, there are cases. I mean, in every country, there's cases of murder. It happens.
We see the same thing happened not too long ago here.
Oh yeah, well,
Manhunter.
Manhunter, yes.
That was actually over a game, and they blamed the video game itself.
Yeah, it's not. It's the fact that the people.
Well, it was the guy who went into the house to get his game back, and the guy wouldn't give it back, and he ended up. There was a tussle and a brawl, and then he ended up killing the lad. Yeah. And they blamed the game because obviously it was a violent game, it's about death and all that, and they blamed the game.
There was another case of they were releasing a new game. Can't remember what it was, and there was a massive queue outside of a store we have here playing HMV. A guy wanted to cut in the queue or something, and he was caught. So he left, and he came back with a knife, and he stabbed a guy in the face. And they went, "Oh, violent video game." It's like, dude,
What COD?
Call of Duty. Yeah. It was like, dude, it's not.
Find a JPO game and fucking take responsibility for your own fucking actions.
Yeah.
You choose to do that. A video game does not choose it for you.
If someone shoots something, they're already far enough out of their mind that games don't really influence them or anything.
Exactly.
As Geeks just said, music's another one.
Well, Manson got blamed for a lot of stuff, didn't he?
Mm-hmm.
So it's Slim.
And then you have this shit for Eminem, too.
Yeah. But mind you, you hear that. But yet when things are going all right, you don't hear anyone going, "Oh, do you remember that message? Make love, not war."
All I gotta say is for the people for the people with the kids that were listening to Marilyn Manson and Eminem, fucking monitor your kids. Quit being a lazy fucking bitch.
It's not games, and it's not music, and it's not TV, and it's not anime, it's terrorists.
One more thing, it's not religion either. Whenever a person murders someone or some crime is committed, and that person is a Muslim, there will be in the newspaper, Muslim man kills someone. But when a Christian, atheist does it, there's man.
If anyone listening that isn't quite certain about this, that may be confused, allow me to reiterate. You see, basically, not all Muslims are terrorists. And
hell, I can tell you that their first rules in the Quran are do not kill yourself, do not kill other people, and I forget what the third one is, but that's the first two. Fucking get a brain. Look into this shit. Don't be ignorant.
But the problem is that a few people who listen to this are probably educated and have some form of brain, so they already know that indeed not all Muslims are terrorists. I recently started reading about stuff myself, but from a very educated DeviantArt user named Isaac, and I think that's how it's pronounced. And he uploaded a lot of stuff, and I learned so much from him. Indeed, stuff like that the Quran doesn't tell you to kill people in the name of your religion or anything.
Yeah, I mean, in a lot of ways, I use certain games for something. Like, if I'm really feeling pissed off and aggressive, I'll play a game like Return to Castle Wolfenstein and shoot the shit out of fictional Nazis, and then I'm not so fucking pissed off anymore.
I know. Whenever I was doing this, I whipped out Guilty Gear. played Bridget,
He killed the
beat some
girl.
bastards, played Bridget, whooped my brother-in-law's ass with a yo-yo and sent his ass to the moon, and then shot him whenever he found out that Bridget was actually a guy. Mind you, my brother-in-law is Muslim, or my ex-brother-in-law. I'm not really sure anymore right now. But he was cool with it because he understood that I was getting pissed off and I needed to take my pissed offness out on somebody.
Bunch of bad girls.
So I took it out in games.
It's like, when I talk about the death penalty, and I argue because I'm against it, people for it, whatever, I always bring up the point about murder. When people say, the death penalty is a deterrent, I'll bring a simple argument, and when people say, games and music are to blame. Here's the problem. When people are going to murder, they're going to do it for one of a few reasons. The first one is when there's something to gain. And they've planned it out, and as far as they're concerned, they're going to get away with it. They don't plan on being caught. That's not a game fucking saying, yeah, you're going to go murder them. You'll get away with it. That's not how it works, So if someone's going to kill someone because they want them dead and they've planned it out, that means they've taken the steps, they've planned it out, they already want to kill this person, right? The second reason is crime of passion, heat of the moment. They don't mean to do it, and it's not a game that inspires them to do it, it's the emotional intensity of the situation, And then the third option is madness, where you have no concept of right and wrong. Killing someone's just like, kill someone, motherfucker. Game doesn't teach you morals, that's not a game's job. A game is not there to teach you morality. If you are hoping that fucking Microsoft, or Sony, or
Movies.
Sony X or whatever it's called. If you're hoping that these companies are going to teach you morality, Jesus fucking Christ, these are corporations making these games, motherfucker. That's like going and watching porn for tips on how to be a good husband.
Yeah,
they ain't gonna help you. No, geek, it's not going to help you.
I could explain why it could, but I'm being under strict orders. I'm not allowed to talk about that today.
It's all bullshit. But anyway, my point is, games are neither. They're not.
They're simply there to entertain. Nothing else. Nothing more. And if you try to read into it more, then you're a fucking retard that needs to be fucking exterminated off the fucking face of the earth to clear up the gene pools so that we have more intelligent people.
Thank you. Here's the thing, right? You may get inspired on how to kill someone by an anime or a game, but the notion of killing someone didn't come from the game. You had the notion of killing someone, and now you just found a groovy way that you think it would be to kill someone. You already wanted to do it.
Yeah,
I mean, trust me, I've seen a lot. I've written a lot of the stories and scenes involving some heinous deaths that I would never wish upon a single soul, even my worst enemy.
We'll be publishing them.
Yeah, I still write them, and if anyone turns out and says to me, because of you, this guy went out and he ripped his hands into someone's head and literally ripped his skull apart. Number one, that guy's strong. Number two, it's not my fault because I was just writing a scene. If he had the good idea to go out and fucking do it,
Number three, I would put my hands into my head and rip out their fucking skull.
Right, so you're saying
there's something you really didn't get mentioned very often, blaming for deaths or whatever like that. Comics.
Yeah, comics.
There's deaths and there's brutal ways of killing people. Rape, there's all sorts in it. And it's never mentioned. Yeah. He read a comic book and was inspired by Superman to kill this man.
However, there was a case in America about it was a comic and they call it an anime. It wasn't an anime, it was a hentai. And I do know of this. It was a character who's supposed to be like a superhero kind, called Rape Man, who would punish bad women by raping them. First of all, we're not exactly on Superman territory of Boy Scout here. Quite the opposite. So, but it's kind of like, there are certain things when you're going, alright, maybe you shouldn't be writing that. But at the end of the day, it's still, we're individuals. Most of us are grown-ups, and if we're not grown-ups, we're supposed to be having adults helping us out. And if you bear with me, folks.
What's he doing? It sounds like he's murdering something.
No, he's just had to disappear for a moment.
Oh. Can I do that too?
But ignoring his whole thing about America, one thing that pissed me off was, I don't know if you guys heard about it, but the whole Death Note thing that happened here, where kids were taking Death Notes into school and shit.
I heard something about that, so I didn't hear the full story.
I haven't heard the story, but I own a Death Note. I take it into school, and I never get questioned.
Well, have you names written into it?
I did as a joke once, and nothing happened. Mainly because I wasn't stupid enough.
Well, here in America, they fucking blew their shit whenever the kids, or, a few kids, actually, wrote down names in the book. Well, how about this staff of the school? Stop fucking bullies.
Yeah, I mean...
Get the parents at the fucking school. Show them the Death Note that this kid that's being teased or whatever wrote down this name. Alright.
At the same time, why are they kicking off about writing a name? I grant that the idea, the reason behind writing it, I see why they might kick off about someone wanting another person dead. But at the same time, unless they act on that, there is no reason to kick off.
Exactly. It's like, why don't you take what this kid is talking about and do something constructive with it instead of just fucking, suspending the kid or expelling the kid in some cases because...
Find out why the kid wants the other kid dead.
Yeah, to be honest, that's actually just making the victim the criminal.
I know, it's look into the reason why the kid was down with other kids in the first place. Maybe he was being bullied. Maybe this person did something that is not considered normal, right? And take appropriate actions to get it fucking fixed.
Yeah, behind every action there's a reason.
I know. Bring in the other kids' parents or whatever and find out what the hell is going on. Don't just be all like, the kid, the Death Note. No. Look into that shit. You know what? Kiss your Chewbacca ass, okay?
I know you're still around, but I have to let you know that we've actually been going on for a little bit longer.
You're cheating. You get bonus time because you're his fiance. Bullshit. I demand.
We're joined once again by Steve Jones. The rant is finished after Chewbacca interrupted Lone, and Lone told him to basically fuck off.
That was a big mistake on my part.
Never cut off Lone.
Well, I'm sorry.
You changed the definition of 20 minutes.
And I will now hand the magical chair back over to Mr. C03.
Just want to give a special shout out to my good friend Christoph05, Christoph Robbins, i.e. Paul Crackett, for calling, dragging me away from the production. Thanks, Crackett.
You're a fucking douche, Paul.
Hey!
Whoa, Lord. Don't call him Paul, that's not his name. His name's Crackett.
Oh, wait.
His name's Crackett.
Thanks, fucker.
There's Guy.
I don't give a fuck anymore. He's fucking interrupted our rant.
What did we do to fish you off?
No, I interrupted your rant.
What the fuck happened while I was gone?
We got talking about Death Note.
Oh, Death Note. No wonder she's pissed off. You can't stop the big rant about Death Note. Jesus Christ, she's the... What's Death Note?
Huh? What was that?
I said you're the reason I watched Death Note.
Fuck yeah. It's because I'm on.
It's time to go to the last subject. I'm here to restore order as best I can.
You didn't even finish the thing that you started.
What? I did.
No, you didn't because you had to get up and leave.
I was having to repeat my point to fill up the 20 minutes. Because I felt like using them. Because it's my show. And Adams, of course. He's the founder.
This is my show, bitches. Game to
Oh, really? Take it from me. Adam, chill. Chewbacca, chill.
Second time someone has tried to take the show from me, goddamn.
Joey, sit.
Anyway, we're now going to move on to the final topic, which is Geeks. Geek, what are you going to be talking about?
Oh, characters I hate.
Comic characters you hate?
Yeah.
What are you at 7 o'clock? And give us the 3-second countdown, Chewie.
I'm just going to launch straight into it. I fucking can't stand Spider-Man.
Yay!
I'm gonna go back to my nest.
Shits of Marvel. He's a fucking prick. He's an emo. He cries in every fucking issue. He can't make his mind up over a beautiful blonde or a beautiful redhead. Guess what? We'll kill the blonde and then you'll forget about the redhead. Fuck off! You remember the Avengers, you remember the Fantastic Four. You're not Wolverine, nobody wants to see you. On the DC side of scale, why do I spend money every fortnight to pick up not one, but 2 comics individually that feature a red, white and blue alien that's called Superman? Kal-El can go fuck off! And then I look at the Justice League that also features him! He's the most boring twat on earth!
I don't like Superman. I fucking hate Superman, and I hate Spider-Man. In fact, there's a guy out there who I used to work with called Civil Carolero. Yeah, he's probably going, yeah, he mentioned me. Yeah, he thinks Spider-Man can beat Batman in any kind of fight.
No!
Never!
I mean,
that was the ultimate justice.
Just no. Spider-Man is
By the time Spider-Man's worked out whether he's shooting web with his real webs, or whether he's shooting webs with mechanical webbing, Batman's already kicked his ass 500 times. And then let's get into Robin.
Oh dear. I'd rather
Now,
not get
which
into
Robin do we talk about? Do we talk about Dick? No, I like Dick. Yes, I know what you're going to say and then how you're going to use that.
Geek likes Dick.
Right?
Very loud dick.
Right? I like Dick Grayson. He's a hell of a character as Nightwing. And once he chopped off the fucking mullet.
Yeah.
Fucking mullet. Sue thought mullets were ever cool. That's a different fucking topic as
Kevin
well.
Keegan?
No. Even Keegan's mullet was fucking stupid. So does Waddles and Oddles.
No, but you asked who thought they were cool.
Nah, fucking Keegan didn't. He just had one because it was there.
These two are just going, Keegan, is that like a chocolate bar?
Keegan. But Robin. The only cool Robin is Damien. And you know why Damien's cool?
Why is Damien cool?
Because he's related to Ra's al Ghul.
Ra's al Ghul.
He's actually Talia al Ghul's daughter. And Bruce Wayne's son. He actually stabbed the guy in the face in an issue of Batman just to make a one-liner.
Uh-huh.
That's mind-blowing!
Yeah.
And that's what you want to see. Fucking Jason Todd was a crying little bitch!
What was the one-liner?
I don't know, I can't remember. He stabbed
It was so mind-blowing that I utterly forgot about it.
I would love it if
it fucked my memory up.
I would love it.
That's what happened, right.
I would love it if the one-liner that just made no sense, like, stab in the face! Knock, knock. You have ample amounts of fun with that. Stab in the face. That's why the chicken crossed the road. You know, that would be awesome.
Wait, are we talking about the Joker?
No, I like the Joker.
We were talking about Robin. We were talking about Robin.
Rob?
That's never any fun. Gotta love the Joker, man.
The Joker.
But then you've got, like, go back to Marvel. There's hundreds of Marvel characters that everyone says, oh, he's not used. There's a fucking reason they're not used. Nobody wants to see Wonder Man come back. Wasn't that wonderful the first time?
I'm sorry. I don't like Captain America, if I'm honest.
Captain America is what I like now.
Yeah.
Couldn't stand before Ed Brubaker wrote him. Once Ed Brubaker started writing him, I made him a hard action guy rather than this wimpy guy who carried a flag. Some shitty shield.
Yeah.
Really, a shield's going to be I protect him from the world from bullies. No, you're protecting yourself from an arse kick.
Yeah.
It would be back in the beginning, Captain America was really just propaganda for World War II, so that's why I was carrying a fucking flag.
Yeah, that's another reason. How am I, a guy who lives in England, supposed to get behind Captain America?
Yeah, but what about bad guys? I mean,
Bad guys like.
Because that for me is like I'm just thinking of some of the bad guys I didn't really like. See, me, I'm a Batman guy. Before anyone jumps on that, I have to admit I grew up on the animated series. All right, I didn't read the comics. I own 2 Batman comics and a graphic novel in some way. My favorite villain was the Joker. For me, characters I hated were like Croc.
See, I love Croc, the new Croc.
Yeah, I'm talking about one I grew up with, like Croc.
Oh, the former pro wrestler.
Yeah, it's just like
The circus freak.
yeah, it's like what, really.
But now he's a cannibal, so it's pretty cool. I always liked the idea of Croc.
Okay, he's a cannibal now, so it's cool.
No, the way you...
Hashtag phrases taken out of context.
Oh, there'll be a few of them in my segment already.
I was like, Dick, I know what you're going to say. Nothing.
No, Croc's well wrote now. It's not so much the characters a lot of time with villains, it's the way they do. I mean, I can't stand Mole Man.
Oh,
Fantastic Four's villain, Mole Man. Dude, you live in a fucking underground and you think you can take over the world by using minions.
I can't stand Dr. Octopus.
Doc Ock is annoying when you're trying to read him because Spider-Man's always there.
The same for me. In the movie, I really liked the actor that played Dr. I actually got behind the villain. I was like, go on, my son. But, you know, Spider-Man just...
A new villain that I don't like is I believe he's called Darkman or some shit like that. He's fucking some Japanese mutant that takes over the hand. He's just a fucking prick.
Yeah.
He's Moby Dog, but he can basically turn everyone to stone by looking at him. Same as Medusa. But he's like some Japanese fucking. There's a line called I killed my mother when I was 13. I killed my father when I was 14, and I killed my sisters when they were 12. Mm. You're a nice guy.
Yeah.
But then he goes against Wolverine, and Wolverine just goes, "I'm gonna kick your ass," and you're going, "Yeah, let's do it."
Wolverine's just for me. Wolverine's the face of Marvel, as far as I'm concerned.
He is now.
Yeah, I mean, I've never.
You can't pick a comic up now about Wolverine featuring in somehow.
Yeah. But ever since the X-Men movies and the most specifically the Wolverine movie itself, I can't really take him seriously anymore. Whenever he's in his yellow and blue suit.
No, he's in it now. He wears it now because after the X-Men films, they did a whole relaunch called Astonishing X-Men, the run out of the series. And what they did was they got out the black leather and all of that because they want to look more like superheroes. And Wolverine even says the line with the Cyclops who says he wants to do all this. He turns around and goes, "I have a feeling this is going to be about tights." So he goes, the Cyclops goes, "Yes, it's about tights. Superheroes wear costumes, and all the levers start to scare people."
Yeah.
So they change it. The problem being is that overexposure is starting to kill characters as well.
Yes.
For instance, Wolverine. Wolverine is an Avenger and an X-Men, and they're doing an Avengers versus X-Men role, so you know he's going to be in the middle of the fucker.
Yeah.
Then you've got Deadpool.
Deadpool's epic. I'm sorry, but Deadpool's epic.
Yeah. And I love Deadpool, especially in Uncanny X-Force. He's hilarious, and he's like serious as well. So they show a completely new side of him. Mm-hmm. But Deadpool at one point had 5 books out. And he was originally a minor character. He was just a kind of guy, you could bring him in to do an odd joke here and there. But at one point he had the Deadpool Corps, he had Deadpool Team Up, then he was part of the X-Force. And then he would just randomly appear in the epic stories because they needed a plot hole.
There's one comic book character that I really hate. I hate it in the animated series, I hate it in the comics, I hate it in every movie adaptation, hate it in every television adaptation. Every time I see this character, I want to throw up with rage and crush the world with a spoon of violent hatred. Lois Lane.
I never want to hear that fucking name again.
Well, I love Lois Lane.
I'm sorry.
I hate the double L. She's always getting. She tries to pass herself off as this independent, tough, brave, got balls the size of Neptune kind of girl that's not afraid of everything. And then finally, she starts off like going, "Well, I don't care the danger. I'm going to get this new scoop." 5 minutes later, Superman!
Fix your shit.
You know, it's ridiculous. Just like Imagine the amount of lives that could be saved if Superman didn't have to budget his days to incorporate the fucking dirt machine that is Lois Lane.
Well, that's something else. Superman's supposed to be the world's greatest hero and all that, right?
Yeah.
So why is he stuck in with chocolates?
Yeah. It's like
Batman, the world's greatest detective in Gotham.
Yeah, I think JLU, I'm a big fan of. I remember there were some people I know there's some people that don't like that. I was like, oh, fuck you.
Oh.
I really like JLU, and even their portrayal of certain characters. I like. I tell you which character I don't like. Batman in The Batman. Right, I don't like The Batman. And I think, to be fair, at first it was like, okay, I don't like the voice. I don't like the actors, I especially don't like the Joker in it. But then there was one scene where he meets Superman, and he goes, he basically goes, hey, Superman, Superman flies off. And he turns to Lois Lane and goes, he's not really a people person, is he? And it's just like, Batman, you're not a people person. You're trying to be all friendly and all that with Superman. You're supposed to be, it's the other way around. They make Superman the loner in this. It's like, fuck you! That's, no! No. That's like swapping Robin and Batman. No.
Oh, no one that got annoyed me with Superman. There was a particular arc where he turns around and it was apparently it was news story because he's decided that he no longer wants his American citizenship. That was all over the place. And
Yeah.
It's like, yeah, he doesn't want to be American because he wants to save the world. He doesn't like what America's been doing. What do you fucking do? How was that a major arc? Oh, yeah, you've launched that after you've decided to make him walk America to find himself. They have a right in there, DC.
Yeah, I think the problem is, like, just, there are characters out there that, for me, make no sense. I mean, if a character can make no sense, which is this.
Yeah.
And for me, like, again, Spider-Man's that one. It's that idea of how are you a threat to anyone? You know, how you.
Spider-Man spends most of the books getting his ass kicked.
Yeah.
And then at the end, somehow miraculously, usually with a bit of help, pulls it out the bag.
Oh dear God. You guys are going to get this, Geek Will. Spider-Man Santino Marella.
No, because Santino has a cover.
That's not true. But, you know, it's like, I mean, when I was growing up, I only read one kind of comic, and that was Sonic the Comics. And there were characters in there that I couldn't fucking stand. Chaos. They were fucking, oh. So, see, I'm going back to Sonic comic now. I'm going way back. But if you're just going to talk about, you know, characters we hate, well, there's not just comics. There's loads of shit on TV and in movies that we watch. And again, I'm going to avoid Twilight because I just hate all of them. But looking at characters I truly fucking despise and want to die. School of Rock, Sarah Silverman's character. To be fair, I just hate Sarah Silverman. But because of that. But going back to the comic book idea, you go to the Batman movies. Was it Alicia Silverstone's rendition of Batgirl or that?
Barbara, yeah.
Yeah, just Barbara. It's like, first of all, they completely fucked the entire storyline up.
But what they did to you was, we got the name right, we got the character, we got the Batgirl, and we give you a leather costume. What else do you want? Well, how about her be Commissioner Gordon's daughter? Yeah. How about we actually get a decent Batgirl storyline? She's got some rebel. And how about we don't involve Alfred dying in it at all?
Or, just to top it all off, how about Bane actually be Bane?
Well, you'll see that in The Dark Knight Rises.
Rather than just like,
I don't like that Poison Ivy either.
Oh, Uma Thurman, she's just...
But here's the thing, I do like Arnold Schwarzenegger as Mr. Freeze.
Yeah, talk about irony. It's like, you know...
I could see you.
Yeah, it's like, the Iceman cometh. The fact is, he's supposed to be a genius. Trust me, these days, especially if you watch the next episode of Bookmark, you find that people who call themselves geniuses tend not to be so geniuses. You know what I mean?
But people who are dumb as bitch.
They only fuck themselves over.
Yeah. I mean, what you guys, you know, you watch stuff, there's got to be characters you hate. It's not necessarily in comics, just...
I've been trying to think ever since you started about it. I keep drifting. I keep drifting back to Riku and both Riku and Kari actually from the Kingdom Hearts games. If I say that, if I say internet, I will get like My house will get set on fire with how many flames I have.
I just told the world I hate Spider-Man. I think you might be a bit safe on what you mentioned.
Alright. I'll get more hatred than the both of you. I hate Squall for Final Fantasy VIII. Fuck Squall.
He's a douche.
Fuck Squall.
Right. See, I'll bring it back because mine's not so much a character, it's just a person.
Alright.
I hate Michael Bay.
Here we go.
The Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles are aliens. Michael Bay.
And I'm sure we'll get a rendition of this when Eric Van Jit is back on the show.
Yeah.
But Michael Bay can go fuck himself, really.
Yeah. Michael Bay will end up doing a movie just called Transformer Turtles. Just, there's actually an interesting video by the Nostalgia Critic, which I'll post a link to at the end of this, where he explains why Michael Bay directing this is actually a good thing. And he's a major fan of, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. So it's actually interesting to listen to his point of view. I disagree with him entirely. But, you want to present...
I guess the argument there would be that it would be national, it'd be a huge exposure.
No.
That's one of the arguments.
Essentially, the bare basic argument is he's already fucked it up, so you already know it's actually not the Ninja Turtles.
Yeah.
So you might as well go and see it for being a train wreck kind of shit. But but when we talk about characters, I just hate. I mean, there's programs out there through.
Over here.
Yeah.
And you'll understand this once again. They may not.
Yeah.
Geordie Shore. Anything. Geordie Shore. Jersey Shore. Only way is Essex we have over here. Fucking Chelsea.
Yeah.
Anything to do with people who aren't real people. I fucking can't stand.
Yeah.
The Kardashians.
We get from comic books to the Kardashians.
Because how you hate people.
Characters and shit like that. I mean, jumping on to other things, I mean, don't worry, I'm not going to bring up the fucking ponies. But characters, look at something I mentioned before in Doctor Who. There are characters in there I cannot fucking stand.
Yeah, mine's a Doctor.
Pretty much every new companion of the Doctor ever.
Whoa! What's this?
I said pretty much. Not all of them. Pretty much all of them.
Yeah, I like her.
Yeah.
I never watched an episode of Doctor Who, but I liked her.
Doctor Who's wife I never cared for.
Doctor Who was married?
In the latest ones.
Was he?
Yeah. To Eddie Pond's daughter.
That's fucked up.
Yeah, but her future self, no. Yeah, it's confusing. But in the present, she hasn't been born yet.
Okay.
Okay. No, but there are characters in Doctor Who concept. It's these horrible, horrible characters that just get written in. It's like, no. Just why? Why would you do this? I mean, but every movie, every comic, every television show has that character that you just cannot like.
You know what?
It's not that you can't stand them. You just cannot like them. It's impossible, for you to like them in any.
You know what sucks?
What?
When a movie, game, comic, or anything, the main character is dislikable. Like Squall.
Yeah.
It's really bad because you have to relate to or even play as the character you despise.
Which character is that?
It's just Squall as a representation.
Paul.
Yeah.
Like,
I mean,
it
is ridiculous. If you can't relate to the fucking character, how are you supposed to get on board? Unless it's the bad guy, which gives you...
my always go-to one for that is that one that you can't get, you can't like as a comic book geek is the Judge Dredd adaptation. It's the moment Sylvester Stallone has to reveal his pretty little face, because God forbid we don't show him.
Yeah.
I can't get behind you because you're not the judge.
Yeah. Although, I mean, to be fair, I do love nicking parts from that movie. I mean, my favourite scene, both me and Adam are big fans of this. You betrayed the law! Yeah! They're just belching words.
I am.
I love the Judge Dredd movie.
Oh, I like it, but as soon as it's just, to me, it becomes no Judge. It's not Judge Dredd. It's just a film.
Yeah, I mean, one of my least favorite characters of all time is probably, out of the world of fiction, is probably maybe Jesus.
Nice.
That was mean of me.
Do you know what crossover I'd like to see?
What?
I'd like to see Spike and Angel take on Edward Cullen.
more in a handicap match.
Yeah, well, you wouldn't even need Spike.
I'm trying not to mention Twilight in this particular segment.
Yeah, but...
I haven't mentioned them because I've never watched it, never read them.
Well done.
Actually, seeing as we're on this, you know, I might, you know, I hope I don't sound pretentious or anything. Well, I do, I don't. But in Shakespeare, there's a character I really fucking hate in Two Merchants of Venice. She's the daughter of Shylock. If you've never watched it, never read it, never seen it, you know, it's basically she steals all of her father's money. Fucks up to get married. Alright. Anyway, you know, just go watch it. Anyway. Geek, finish up.
Fuck you, Chewbacca.
Fuck you. Oh. No, get back at. Now, Geek, finish your points, dude.
My point is real simple. Spider-Man and Superman can go fuck themselves. Why do I still
Because you support the comic industry.
I've got to, otherwise no one else will.
Well, now we're in the last kind of bit of the show, so I'm now going to ask, what have we learned today? Okay, one at a time, people.
This is your Jerry's corner.
No, this is more of my stealing Nash's from What the Fuck Is Wrong With You. But what have we learned, people? We've learned that no matter how...
Some people like to steal my
jump.
It's a good nap day, apparently.
It's a good nap day. We've learned that, you know, we've learned that PC gaming really deserves more money, more attention. We've learned that if Etta's in the middle of talking about Death Note, do not interrupt her. We've learned that Spider-Man is about as much use as a wet sock in a nuclear submarine. We've learned that I just cannot understand why people hate Bluetooths. We've also learned that if you are going to fall over, make sure the ashtray is nowhere near you.
Shut up.
And if you're Crackett, text me. Don't call me first, because I might be recording. Much love to you, bro. It's time for that. What?
We've learned once more that people are dicks.
Yes, all people.
Yeah, people who steal other people's countdown jobs.
Let it go.
Wait, stop it.
Let go.
Wait,
And also,
wait.
yes?
I said, wait. Steven, is there a third there besides Geek?
Yes, my little brother, and he is the founder of #Shout.
Yeah, the one.
And you didn't like this. And you didn't think like, hey, maybe he wanted to know that until just now.
Didn't know you were there.
You didn't know he was here.
No.
Wow. Who did you think was doing Chewy?
The computer. You had like a soundboard in front of you.
No.
Well, that's actually kind of a compliment in a way, so you'll forgive them.
Quite well.
Now that's definition of scraping the bottom of the barrel for a compliment.
I think.
And now it's time
it's
time for me to do some cheap plugging. Lord's favourite part of the show.
You are not true.
You can follow Serpental04 at serpental04.deviantart.com, and I will post the links in the descriptions of the videos, so do not worry. You can also follow Geek here at King632 on Twitter. You can also follow his Tumblr. And what's your Tumblr again?
UndeadGeekComics.com. That geek is spelled G33K.
Exactly. And, you know, while you're at it, if you're watching this on YouTube, well done. But also check out our Blip TV account, blip.tv/The Wandering Angel. And if you're on Blip, well, you can probably work out the next bit, can't you? YouTube.com/user/The Wandering Angel, because there are videos on there and on the other place that you may not find in the vice versa places. Weird, isn't it? Follow me at SteveJohn013 on Twitter. You can also follow me on Tumblr if you like at SteveJohn013.tumblr.com. You can check out my other website and other places. They're easy to find. And seeing as we've got, let's have a look. How long have we been running for? We're at 1 hour, 34 minutes and 32 seconds. So we're 4 minutes over, so I might as well ask. How's everybody feel? Enjoy the show?
Yeah.
Enjoy the show? You enjoy the show, Lon? I think that is a perfect place. I think that is a perfect place to end the show. So, my thanks to Lon. Don't you fucking bring in the pony. I'm trying to do the lead out, so shut your face.
Sorry.
Right.
Oh,
My thanks to the one and only Loan for joining us from America. Thank you to Serpentine for joining us from the Netherlands. Thank you to the Geek for following us from England. God bless the Geek. Thank you to the founder and our special guest, Adam Caulfield, for joining us for the timekeeping. And I'm not going to thank myself. I'll let all of you do that.
Thank you.
Your hearts.
I'm never coming back for long.
Adam, please do us the honours of leading us out with a Chewbacca impression. Thank you, everybody. Good night.